Are you ready? I'm going to say this before we get the show rolling here. It's been a tie for the first time ever. Nick Curtis, Corey Litton, listen to this. You both chimed in at 11:00:36. It's a tie.
We were all taking our bets, putting our bets down, and then both pop up at the same time. Oh!
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. $8,500 is going out the door today, courtesy of Forks Karting Association. Their big drawing coming up. You know, they have these drawings so they can improve the track. And they're doing it again. We'll talk about that throughout the show today. Show also brought to you by the Santa Claus Girls. We'll be right back. The Santa Claus Girls is a non-profit organization serving the Grand City since 1916. The Santa Claus Girls' mission is to provide toys, food, books, hats, gloves, and socks to kids aged 12 and under from low-income families, all of the things needed to be a kid during the holidays. Donate now for kids 12 and under living in Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and the Grand Forks Air Force Base, and kids aged 4 and under in Emerado. Maybe you'd like to find out about volunteer opportunities for groups and individuals. The Santa Claus Girls distributed gifts to over 1,600 kids in the area last year. With a goal of $70,000 this year, you can help donate online via PayPal or call 701-772-8121 to find out more. By donating just $40, you'll be sponsoring a bag for one child. Even making Christmas better for one local child would be a great thing. Please reach out to the Santa Claus Girls soon. Here, okay, Corey, you were on top, but it is still a tie. Anyway, let's see here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to text or call. Our number is 701-213-0863. 701-213-0863 is our number. Let's do it before we get into the show here. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. I don't know which one to use here, but we'll start with this one. I don't know if you heard about this or not, guys, but scientists recently combined the DNA of a cheetah with the DNA of a crab. A cheetah and a crab. Things went sideways real quick. Come on, wasn't that okay?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't like it as good as the dispute, the scoring dispute here.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Corey Litton was listed first, but
he's literally texting me about it right now. So we'll keep it under review. We'll keep you all posted on the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, he sent them to me too.
Yep.
By the way, Red River Trail Association, it's the 51st Snowmobile North Dakota Convention. It's going on this Saturday at Ramada by Wyndham here in Grand Forks. There's a lot of things going on. This would be, man, if I didn't have so much stuff going on, I'd go. They're going to have S&D silent auction, vintage display, vendors, lunch, a bunch of classes, including signing, like for your trails and stuff, grooming, youth safety classes, and more. They'll have dinner, awards, and entertainment. And, of course, this is hosted by the Turtle River Snowmobile Club, 701-503-5572 if you want to find out any more information about that. River City Speedway also hosting a food drive November 26th. That's a week from yesterday. That's the day before Thanksgiving. From about 3 to 5, we'll be right out at the front entrance of the track. I'll be there. What we want you to do is swing in with some canned goods or non-perishable items. We'll be hanging out, BSing, having a great time. Of course, going to go to people that need this for the holidays. Like we usually do, got to rub this into Stephen Lewis here, even though there's nothing to rub in, but we're looking at Central Division.
Rub in what?
Well, we're tied now because you guys were kicking butt for a while there, but NHL hockey right now, Winnipeg, Chicago, Minnesota, all tied for third place in the Central Division, and I got that out of the way.
You know, as much fun as it is to be on top of the league, I'd rather be going through the adversity now than the first week of May, like last year.
Well, you think about it, the schedule, somebody's going to get hurt. They always do. Mm-hmm. They have the most difficult schedule in any professional sports. I don't care what you basketball or baseball fans say.
I was saying this to someone the other day. It's so weird they got off to that same start as last year, but they were doing it without Lowry and Perfetti. So they bring Lowry back, they bring Perfetti back. They haven't played with Taves yet, so now everyone's gelling because no one had. It's almost preseason, so now I think they're getting on a roll now. So we'll see what happens.
Also, one thing I want to mention: the NLRA banquet is Saturday night.
Fresh new awards being printed at Superior Customs as we speak.
All right, thanks to Superior Customs. We'll give them a round too. I'm going to be there. I get to MC it. I love hanging around with those guys. It's always fun. Once
it'll
the
be a good
season
time.
is done, it's fun to hang around and check that out. And then afterwards, I might go down to the Legion Club. They got that mustache and beard competition going on, and that is going to be cool. That's again another fundraiser.
Will you be
I
a
think
surprise entry at the end of it?
You know
or-
what? This is the best I've ever done. It almost looks like a beard, a real beard, doesn't it? For once,
Try and get Curtis over there.
Yeah. Oh,
See what happens.
thing is, what about this? Is I think it makes me look way older.
I don't think we have a game on Saturday, so I could drag him over there.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Dale, the producer, is in the studio. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, doing good. Is it interesting you brought up that beard contest going on? I know someone who's actually competing in that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking to him a few days ago about the meticulous process it goes. Yeah, like beard down to their chest and like how to keep it so finely groomed and all the product they use. I was like, oh, wow, that is, I hope they get a banging award.
Okay.
Yeah, great to have the go-kart crew in here and recap the season. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the big live raffle we're going to be doing here a little later and just go nuts talking go-karts.
All right, we will do that here shortly. Kaylee Elizabeth, 2 weeks from Saturday. Y'all better be spending the evening with us. Expect texts from me later, Stephen. That must be for you, Stephen.
All I have to do is hit print. So
Oh.
we're good, I think, Kaylee. But
Okay.
I'll check back in with you. And
All right.
Corey, that does mean you have to go to work today. We have 70 different pieces of stuff to do.
That's all?
So
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
70.
Let's meet our guest today. To my left, he drives the number 71 in the Masters division. It is Craig MacHart. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
Round of applause.
Well, there. Now, here's the deal. I think I called you MacHart, MacHart. I think I've called you all of them, but it is pronounced MacHart. Am I correct?
Yeah, MacHart. It's kind of.
What do you, when somebody says, what's your name, asks you your name, what do you tell them?
Typically, we say MacHart.
Okay, I'm putting in a line over the A, MacHart. Okay. So you race karts too.
Yo,
How long have you been doing this?
karts. This past year was just a partial season. I raced 2 seasons back in, I want to say 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Mainly before that, I came from ice oval racing, snowmobiles,
I did the same, man.
and it just kind of felt like a natural home, finding something else to get back into racing
Yeah.
again. So,
And
it's-
did the kid have anything to do with it, getting back into karts?
he wasn't even born when I was racing.
Oh, okay, okay.
I actually kind of retired about the time we knew he was coming to be. So
Okay. What kind of sleds did you race mostly?
we raced a lot of vintage stuff.
Yep,
So
yep.
I raced. I have a 70 Puma mod,
Oh, yeah.
and I also raced a 73 Thunderjet.
Oh, wow.
My dad and I were pretty big into it. He's kind of the one that got everything started back in the early 90s. He came from the drag racing world and decided to go into ice oval racing. And vintage was just a good class for
Yep.
us to be in, and he's very mechanical, and we were able to compete with a lot of people that spent a lot of money, and
Yeah.
everything we had was built in our garage.
This will tell you how old I was. I was 6 years old, brand new 1971 EXT Special. That was my first sled I raced. And what a great sled. I think I blew it up first 3 weeks I had it.
There's not a class in ice oval that you don't. Someone like me that got into it back in the old job, I liked all of it, but when you watch those champ guys fly around there,
Oh yeah, and see back in I really loved the twin tracker days. I knew a lot of those guys, and of course, me being from Thief River Falls, and I was involved with Arctic Cat for a while, so I got to know a lot of those guys. But you think twin tracker, all you got to do is think Dave and Dermont.
Yep.
The Wall brothers, and then that's boy,
why
they were unreal.
I didn't even know Dustin until the ice oval stuff, and then I knew he was doing both. He had the modified, and he still has the modified. So
Okay. We're going to move over now, and across from me, he drives the number 71. Also, James MacHart. How you doing, bud?
Pretty good.
You've been in here before. You've changed. You've grown. You got all kinds of hair and all kinds of stuff going on. How old are you, man?
14,
And what grade are you in?
9th,
Ninth. And what school do you go to?
Central.
I just wanted to be able to hit that applause button one more time.
okay, we already gave me crap about Winnipeg. Now we got East Greece over here. We got anything else?
Hey, Thief River Falls, East Greece, Thief River. How long have you been racing?
What is it? almost, I think this year was my 7th in go-karts.
Okay. You ever had any really bad wrecks?
Oh, this is my 8th year, but yeah, I've had both. I've flipped twice at Cedar.
Oh.
One was 2 years ago about, and the last one, or the one before that was about 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Did it hurt?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Don't
I
really-
would imagine it would.
Don't really notice it until after.
Well, yeah, that's right. You got the adrenaline and all that stuff going
Yeah,
on.
you're usually good on if it happens to you on a Wednesday night. When you wake up on Thursday morning, is a totally different story.
Right. We've got I got some numbers here. I want to go to James first. Junior 2, 19 features, 8 wins, 12 top 5, 17 top 10s. That was just this year.
Yeah.
That's all you could do? Holy shit. That's a good season, man. So apparently, were you the one with the target on your back in that class?
Yeah.
Okay. I looked for class champions and I couldn't find any. Were you a class champion? Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't know that. I looked and I couldn't
There were
find
a couple
anything.
of those in there that, yes, he was at the top of his class, if not top of the class. Mm-hmm. There were a few weeks that really impressed me. You were mid-pack or further back and were able to pick one at a time off and maybe not win it, but make a lot of good passes and make your way back to the front.
Now, the class you were in Junior 2, explain that for the people that don't know, because how many classes are there now at Forks Karting Association?
9.
9 classes. Okay, explain what the Junior 2 class is, if you would.
It's just a group of teenagers, and it's 12 to 15, I believe.
Okay. As far as slower to faster classes, how do you rate in there?
Probably be more towards the top.
Yeah. Okay. And who do you race against? Just throw out a couple of names.
Ryder Blasky,
Okay.
Colin Bronze, Isaac Johnson, Colton Keeney.
Okay. Now I'm getting an idea.
It's also, I think, Dale, if I'm right, the most carts in any of the classes, too, right?
Yeah, that's going to say something for all your success too, to have, especially with the highest cart counts of all the classes there. Every time I keep thinking it's going to be like the first lap, there's going to be like, oh man, we may see some first lap shenanigans, turn one, no, a lot of the times, a lot of clean racing, very little cautions for the most part, and among high car counts, just kind of curious, James, what's an average race night like you come future time though, that opening lap or two? Are you white knuckling it at all?
I don't know. It's kind of just hope everything stays together.
Yeah.
It's kind of unpredictable.
You just hope. Yep. When we look at the old man Craig, he was running the Masters, 11 features, 0 wins, 9 top 5s, 11 top 10s. Your year in a nutshell, what would you say?
Well, for the most part, we started off the beginning of the year. He was doing a little bit of traveling, so I didn't exactly put a cart together for myself until we got that stuff out of the way. And then my main objective this year was to kind of do a little bit of R&D.
Yeah.
For the most part, I kind of have an idea what works and what doesn't work, but I've always wanted to try stuff out and to keep him, hopefully towards the front of the pack and out of the mess. I stay within that box, but when I put myself out there, I can start trying different things that I've wanted to try and figure out whether they work or don't work.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was going to say, you ever go home and go, Dad, you ever going to win? I think there we can do one of those.
He doesn't wait till we get home.
So you do a lot of the wrenching on your car, or does the old man do most of it? Are you getting there, or how does that work?
I try to help as much as I can.
What all do you do?
Clean it, maintenance, like with clutch.
Yep.
And then anything else I can try to help with.
Okay. You plan on racing karts forever? I mean, you're the age, it seems like they're getting younger and younger in the big cars all the time.
Not really sure right now.
I mean, you're still pretty young. Yeah. If you had your dream to race, I don't know, maybe you don't want to race when you're an adult, but if you had your dream car to race, what class would it be?
On dirt, it would probably be late models, but
Okay.
if to get any opportunity to do something like supercar racing, I think that'd be really fun.
Okay, what do you mean supercar racing?
Like
Like Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Kind of the sedan looking one. So
Yep.
I'm sure we've all seen it. And we all know what we're talking about.
Right.
James, you did get a chance to work with some of the full-size track cars behind the scenes. Not driving, but wrenching. Why don't you talk to us about that?
Yeah, this summer I traveled with Jory Berg a lot of the season to do tires with him, and it seemed to work pretty well for him.
I did not know that. Well, that is cool. Kylie said he's a pretty good tire grinder for the boxcar team. Love that James has traveled with us. He's been a big help for Jory and Tim. That's good to hear that.
It kind of shows a maturity level there, too, because if you're
Absolutely.
able to put up with Jory
Yeah,
at the
and-
racetrack,
and-
you're doing pretty good for yourself.
Yeah, and how old do you
so.
say you are? 14? Mm-hmm. Okay, to have a 14-year-old, to trust a 14-year-old with your race tires. I mean, that tells you something right there. Brett, we have to get Craig into the Yamaha this season. Okay, that could be something fun to check out. I don't know, Dale, should we go through pictures now and you can just go ahead and do them, and then maybe we'll do this stuff, and then maybe we'll take our break, and then we'll do the drawings?
Okay, yeah, I know. We had kind of like two little batches of photos. We got some of James and Craig, and then we also got the pictures of the class points champions also. So I didn't know how you wanted to break it up.
Okay, we'll do the pictures first, then we'll talk a little bit about stuff, then we'll do the class, and we'll take a break. How's that?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
All right.
I'll get these photos.
And you guys just look at the monitors. Whatever you see, just go ahead and tell us what we're looking at here.
I'll get this queued up here. I do have a question for Craig. I saw you like a few weeks into the season. I remember and like, hey, Craig's racing. All right. I remember talking in the pits afterwards that I was like, oh, are you going to be racing this season? You're not quite 100% yet. When was the moment when you realized, I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a go of it the rest of this season?
Well, like I said, it was a lot about testing. I mean, I stepped out in the middle of the season a little bit. I let Blasky race the kart one night, and it was the information you get back from having a second kart on the track is invaluable. He actually succeeded. He did win his night. It was just more about just keeping that information flow going and just keep trying different things. And of course, then you start catching a little bit of the competitive bug, and you want to keep pushing yourself. I know I won a handful of heats this year, and always wanted to try get that last feature, but hopefully I'll give her another go next year, and we'll see if we can at least get one of them out of the way.
You ever think about a career in radio? You got a pretty good voice, dude. You do. Anybody ever tell you that? What's that?
I was just thinking that myself.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Well, that had to have been pretty early because there's no siding yet on the building. So tell us about this pick.
I think that was 2 years ago.
That might have even been 3 years ago there. That might have been either the very start of Junior 2 or the very end of Junior 1.
Okay. How'd you pick number 71, you guys?
That was my grandpa's race
Oh,
number.
cool. Very cool. Jeez.
That's a picture from his very first kart. It only looked like that for maybe about 2 laps. It was kind of funny. Him and Ryder got caught together somehow with those big loop bumpers, and the tire from Ryder's kart actually burnt a hole right through the front of the kart.
Oh, boy. That's kind of cool, too, that you can put your whole last name on the front nose cone. Like your name wasn't like Stepanovich. Kaylee says, he's pretty quiet. We haven't quite broke him in yet. All right, another great pick. Wow. You look like you're about 4.
He was 7 in that one.
Jeez.
What's interesting is when we first started this whole thing with him, we took him out and trying to teach him, the brake and the gas and all that stuff. And in novice, they maybe do about 20 miles an hour.
Yep.
And we really struggled to get him to actually hold the thing wide open and get it off that rev limiter. But the very first week, first time at the track, put their helmets on, and I don't know what happened, but he ended up actually winning his very first heat on that track.
Wow. That's a pretty good story.
At the beginning of the year, when we started, I thought it was going to be a 1 year and done.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a little fire just kept growing in him, and he just wanted to keep doing it. There was 1 year he decided that he might give it up. It was, was that COVID year? possibly.
I think it was the year after.
He only missed the first race, and as soon as the first race showed up, he wanted to do it again. So I took everything out, got it back together, and that was kind of towards the beginning of when he was really starting to become successful.
When he picked it up, yeah, finally got it. Ah, that's an awesome story. Hey, we got a different one?
That one's it.
That one's me.
I was going to say.
I don't think he fills a seat that well.
Yeah, I was going to say those knees stick up a little higher.
Yeah, it's, I don't even know when that was. Of course, it was this year, but the body on that one is the one from James's cart from 2 years ago.
Okay.
That was a lot of things that I wanted to do is I just kind of race with a lot of seconds.
Yep.
So
Yep.
basically just kind of reusing
Sure.
parts off of his stuff and
Yeah,
keep his
yeah.
fresh.
No, that's nothing wrong with that.
Something small I noticed, and I know we talked about this off the air before the show. Do you guys like? It's very different to see people not in jeans or a suit. Like it's a khaki color. Is it a Carhartt? Is it something you wanted to be different or?
I don't know. I just always kind of preferred that look.
Yeah. It's definitely noticeable when
It's
you
like
watch
khaki
these
color?
forever. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, when
okay.
you watch these forever, you either see jeans or a suit. Like there's
Yeah.
no,
Right. All right.
anything else. So
And those were Carhartts for me. So.
yeah.
Carhartt material. Yeah, wow.
Well, still serving the same purpose. It's nice and thick, so if something happens, you're gonna be good. But
Yep, that's,
Would you have your ears cropped in this picture or what?
No, could never keep the earbuds
probably
in.
taped your earbuds down. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think
Then
that's
I-
actually a picture from his very first win.
Oh, wow.
It would have been
Cool.
June 27th, I think it was, 2018.
Wow.
Man, that is.
That's already going to be.
Usually, I'm good with dates like that.
That's going to
so.
be 8 years come this next season. Wow. Crazy. Holy.
Yeah, that's quite the gang there.
That you in the yellow?
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Do we know anyone else here?
So
I don't know who anyone else is.
Micah Gander, I believe, on the right. Ryder Blasky, next one in.
I see Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson Dobmeyer.
Oh,
second
little
one in.
Dobby,
Oh,
second
okay.
to the left.
All
yeah.
right.
And I believe that should be Barnes on the far left.
Wow.
Okay.
Dobmeyer's legs are still as skinny as they are today.
And if I remember right, that's a Thompson in the middle there.
Okay. Wow. That's a great pick. Oh, in the shop.
Yep. That was when we first, that was his second cart. We went down to Iowa to pick that up, and this is Kevin Weldon in the picture. He helped set it up for him, get seat mounted, and it really ended up being a very good cart. He won 3 different championships with that chassis.
Wow.
And then we're on the chassis that we're on now, and he's won 2 with that one.
So do you guys run the same chassis, both of you? Okay. It makes things much easier.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how things bolt on and off these cars if, all right. Hey, there you go. Victory lap.
Who's with you there?
Grandma and Grandpa.
So they're that's the guy on the right, Lauren. That's where the number came from.
Okay.
They've been great supporters of his ever since the start. They've been one of his primary sponsors. We've actually been pretty fortunate. Most of the sponsors have kind of been on board with us since the very beginning.
And those are the best ones. Yep. By the way, that was Brooklyn Thompson in that picture we were wondering about. Okay.
That makes sense. The 2 years I scored out there, I used to say to her mom, she reminds me of a bobblehead because she was so small, but her helmet was huge.
Oh,
So
yeah. It looked like Dark Helmet.
Yeah, she looked like a bobblehead.
I remember when I was there, the one little girl looked like Dark Helmet because
Yeah.
they're so tiny and they wear these. You probably don't know who Dark Helmet is. You ever see the movie Spaceballs? He was supposed to be Darth Vader, but he was Dark Helmet. He's got this huge helmet. You gotta look it up because I had the picture on my phone and somehow I got rid of it. I wish I would have kept it. It was so cute.
That's just how I kind of got to know them because she's her own bobblehead.
Right. Oh yeah, they can't hardly keep their.
Oh
head
yeah,
up,
can't even. Yeah, can't hold your heads up when you're that small.
Another victory lane.
Those are my 2 sisters in the picture too.
Oh, nice. Share a little love with them. Are they into racing at all?
No.
Into girl things? That isn't racing? Shouldn't say that because there's so many girls getting into it now.
That's changed so much
yeah,
now.
it sure has. Getting ready.
Yeah, that was a starting grid picture there.
Nice.
You got Solblick, Carter Solblick there on the right. You got Ryder Blasky behind there. I think that was Noah Wagner. Trying to see who.
That's Jet back.
In back, Jet Boudry.
Okay.
I kind of liked having those.
That's good.
Starting grid pictures because it's fun to see the different competitors.
I just thought of one, but I'll wait for it and see if it's on here. That's one of the Rosses behind you, I think, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and there, I noticed that face, little Conzi in the back there.
Oh, sure.
Racing with that Masters group is really is a lot of fun because, you know, for the most part, you got a lot of mutual respect and you race. You know, you get raced the way you race each other.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Put Willie into the wall.
I always think it's so cool for I think that's the Yamaha classes and Masters and senior mediums. You guys do like a little fist bump before the race there. I mean, that's such a cool little show of respect.
Yeah, there's definitely a mutual agreement there.
Me and Adam.
That might have been actually even of one of the first races Adam came to.
I think you're right. That must have been.
That was practice. We didn't even have the cart lettered up yet. They had a practice.
Okay, this is leaning into. I wonder if you guys have it.
All right, let's keep rolling. We got a long way to get through here. Another great pick. Oh, wow, look at this.
Cedar.
That's Cedar Lake, Wisconsin. So that's right next to the big track. They race indoors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So come rain or shine, they're racing.
At speed, can barely catch you there. Nice shine off the cart, too.
That must have been the wax job James put on her.
There you go. Wow, look at that. Now we're talking. Old
1975 Skidoo 245.
Wow. Man.
James and his grandpa, and then he's also got a 380 independent stock sled there that he races in the junior class.
Love it.
Do you guys still do a little bit of this or not
Yeah.
much?
No, we
bit?
still do.
When they brought back when the vintage stuff started coming in, I thought about it. I actually had a 71 Panther with a 634 in it, which I never would have vintage raced, but I thought about trading it for something that would, but my wife kind of put a kibosh to that real quick. I'm too beat up. I can't walk the way it is. Okay.
Picture of James and Ryder. You know, one thing about these two is they started racing together right at the very beginning, and they've been teammates pretty much ever since. I mean, you know, a lot of people ask, how are you teammates when you race in the same class? But they are.
Wow. Okay. Hey, there we go. Cool.
Last one.
All right.
That one looks like it's from Fargo. So
Okay.
very first year these boys racing novice, they have them fairly restricted, and he kind of wanted to push himself a little bit more, so we'd go down to Fargo and run down there, and there they actually allowed him to open up, run a 6100 coil instead of a 4100,
Okay.
and it definitely improved their raceability. Both them boys grew quite a bit going down there.
I would imagine you're so glued down there too. You know, being on pavement, it's such a different ball game. But yeah, the one. Okay, so the one. Well, he's texting.
Sorry.
So I saw the blue cart with the 71. I was waiting to. I put 2 and 2 together here. That picture, was that you when you and McKenna got together? And if so, how did that go down? Because I haven't heard the story.
When, well,
Yeah, when you're basically on McKenna's shoulder.
No, that was one of the white carts. That was the first white body we had.
Okay.
That was my first year in junior one too,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that was one of those ones I went and looked it up when she won her first race last year, just to be like where we came from, where we are now kind of thing. Because like you were saying earlier, I was going to try and fit it in. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, after 2 or 3 years, keep going. Well, kind of like McKenna, she did 1 heat race, 2 heat races, a whole night. You just, whatever you're comfortable with. So,
Corey Litton says it's a looser track than you'd think.
yeah.
All right. Okay. No, I'm just answering text from a good friend of mine who's fighting a couple of different forms of cancer right now and happened to be coming to town for an appointment. So,
Do we want to work in a break before the?
well, I don't know
drawings,
because
or-
we got more pictures to show. Dale's gonna do a little thing here. Let's just jump into that, Dale. See what you got here. Okay.
So yeah, we're kind of just talking about, just do a quick little shout out here for the points champions here for the Forks Karting Association. So we found Duso at the banquet took the top 3 photos for each class. So with that, we just kind of roll through all these.
Okay.
Let me just wait patiently for this thing here. There it is. So not in any particular order. Here we go. And, Craig, James, if you guys want to jump in with anything, too, from what you guys seen this year for any class, jump on in, too, or anyone. Junior 1 here, Nash Blasky, I believe his first full year in the Junior 1 class, coming off rookie gas, and just crushed it this year. I think he had quite the winning streak. He's if you look up his post-race interviews, he gives some of the most just passionate interviews. He's so much fun to talk to. And then you see Ty Dobmeyer, I believe, finishing 3rd, and Cody Schmaltz in 2nd. And Cody Schmaltz and Madeline Krinkstead. Stephen, I think you say this. He put on quite the show there in the fall shootout.
On the last weekend? Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Junior 1 wing carts, Maverick Omdahl. Matt, took it. He won it there, and he dominated Junior 1 wing carts. And I think won all but maybe 5 or 6 races for the year.
Well, all but 2 for sure. Because
Yep.
Spitfire had 2 of them
Yep.
himself there on the left. That's Camber Obregon.
Camber Obregon 2nd. Did quite a bang-up job getting her first 2 Junior 1 wing cart wins. And
First 2 wins of her career.
oh, yeah, big ups. And Ryland Thompson, I think he got 2 wins also there on the right. So congrats to them. Junior 1 Yamaha, Duncan. That was such an interesting class this year because I want to say it seemed like it was only 4 drivers, a pair of Rethmeyers and a pair of Kowalskis. And I think it seemed like they were trading wins almost each and every week. So it was a really close points battle. Duncan Rethmeyer getting the points champion there, and Beckett Kowalski 2nd on the left, Talon Kowalski 3rd on the right. And James, on it, we just throw it to you here for Junior 2 class. Jackson Dobmeyer 2nd in points. He got a couple of wins. Ryder Blasky on the right there. 3rd. He got, I think, 1 or 2 wins. And James, how many wins was it this season again?
8, I think.
8 wins. And how many? You were on quite a streak there in a row, too. What was that up to at one point?
I think I had 5 in a row.
Gosh, wow. Well, congratulations, man. Do you think, was this easily one of your most successful years so far?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. All right, we'll just keep rock and rolling. We'll touch on that more later here, too. Junior 2 wing carts. Jackson Dobmeyer is doing double duty. Had a lot more success in the Junior 2 wing carts there. I think he got all but 4 or 5 wins this year for the Junior 2 wing carts. Cash Maltz finishing, I believe, 2nd there on the left. And then a new street stock driver, Charlie Parody, finishing 3rd in points, is wrapping up his Forks karting career. Best of luck to him in street stocks. Junior 2 Yamaha, this was pretty close as well. Micah Gander finishing top in points, but Charlie Parody on the left, 2nd in points. Oli Jarvis in the 3rd in points. Again, like the Junior 1 Yamahas, I think these drivers were almost all trading wins throughout the season. Really close class this year. Then you get to the Masters class. Craig, how about I throw it to you? Your
Woody looks like he just farted.
Where they're all getting the win. Kylie Martinson finishing in 3rd, and Eric Thompson 2nd. Your key takeaways this year from the Masters class in general? Putting you on the spot. Sorry.
Key takeaways? Well, I'd say probably for me, the biggest thing would probably be how much the carts have changed in 15 years. Because it was almost 15 years since I had raced last. They feel so different than what they used to. Getting a race against Witherdall and Eric, it's a lot of fun. I mean, they've kind of been poking and prodding me for the last couple of years to try to get something going, and I waited just long enough, so I made sure I wasn't in the points battle for the year to start racing too, because then there is no pressure. You just go out and race.
Go and have fun. And I think it's something. There's some weirdness going on here with Witherall's one of his tire guys, right, Steven?
Well, I mean, he didn't win without him. So he won 5 times, and he went 0 for when a certain someone wasn't hanging around with him. So I still think he owes me money, but maybe that's just me.
Our novice rookie class for FKA, they don't keep track of points for novice rookies or rookie gas, but just a nice big group shot there. Some of the drivers, Olivia Kringstead, Decker Irie, Iris Johnson, a lot of winners throughout the season. Big ups to the novice rookies. And rookie gas, a couple weeks ago, there he is, Rylan Thompson, who was on the show a few weeks ago. And again, another big bang-up job. I think William Kringsted's there as well. And, oh, man, and William Johnson coming from Red River Kart Club in Fargo. Big shout-out to our rookie gas class.
I'm going to do one shout-out in that class. My cousin's son, Carter Van Camp, in the green there.
Okay, how about the kid in the gray that doesn't smile? Come on, kid.
That is Carter.
Okay.
That is Carter. So he gets that from his dad.
Maybe he smelled Withy's fart. No, I don't.
Yeah, Carter gets that from his dad.
Okay.
Senior medium class there. Adam Thorvaldson in the middle, champion there of the class. He won, I think, all but like 5 or 6 races this year. He had quite the winning streak, too. Just dominant there. And then his dad, Brandon, there on the right, finishing in 3rd. I think he just had a couple, but he was right there. Him and then also there, I believe, their cousin Ryan, finishing usually in the top 3 or 4. And then Brian Good on the left. He got sneaked in a few senior medium wins this season as well. Get to the senior Yamahas, and it was quite an interesting mix this year. Brian Good, your points champion, got a decent amount of wins to walk away with it. Kylie Martinson got 2 or 3 as well for the senior Yamahas, and Brandon Anderson getting his first ever senior Yamaha win. Yeah, it was quite the race, quite a year for the senior Yamahas, and that's your 2025 class top 3s.
All right, thank you very much, Dale. Man, it's great to have Dale.
That was a very good addition. Thank you, Dale.
Yeah, with Forks Karting Association, it's nice to have somebody there that knows what the hell's going on all the time, because I can't be there. That was awesome. Oops, there we go. What we're here for today, though, is Forks Karting Association has drawings every year. They have a couple of different raffle drawings. And this isn't something that goes into the guys that run the track's pockets. If you, like you had mentioned, things change. And if you, like me, I drive by that racetrack a minimum of twice a week, almost all year long, and you see how it's morphed into this unbelievable racing facility for karts, and this is why they do these drawings. In fact, they just put in a new fence. They've got all the new safety lights will be coming up at the beginning of the year. They'll start working on that this spring. They're always constantly doing things. So what they did was they sold 200 tickets this time around. We are going to give away a $1,000 ticket. We're going to give away a $2,500 winner and a $5,000 one. I can't wait. We're going to take a break. It's all coming up next on Dirty Thursday. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids, check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. They can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. For a complete oil change and more, they're at 3325 South 38th Street, or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, we are back. Forks Karting Association is here for the big drawings, giving away a lot of money, about $8,000 worth today. Now, here's the deal. If you're not watching the show, call somebody who did watch the show, and they will let you know if you won or not. Don't be calling Kenny. Don't be calling everybody going, hey, did I win? Did I win? These guys all have jobs too. If you don't hear anything, if you don't know, if you weren't watching the show or didn't talk to anybody who watched the show, they will get a hold of you this weekend. All right. But I'm guessing if you win one of these 3 drawings, somebody is going to let you know. It's not like the the other one where we have a whole bunch of different ones. This is so be a little bit different one. So okay, should we go for the $1,000 drawing? Let's do this and see what happens here.
I'm supposed we have a drum roll effect in there, do we?
I don't.
William Kringstad.
William.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, I see that too to get a photo here for the records here, or if you can hand it to Steven here.
William Kringstad. So, William Kringstad, you just won yourself a $1,000 prize.
And that's ticket number 41.
Holy.
All right, here you go.
A Franklin, one large.
Put it back in, Kenny.
Oh, so you could win more than once. Oh. All right, we're drawing right now for $2,500. Why in the hell didn't I buy a ticket? All right.
Well, you've learned your lesson now.
Yeah.
John Sensky.
John Sensky.
Ticket number
166.
John Sensky. Just won yourself $2,500.
By the way, that was reasonably good handwriting. If we run into someone like me, just hand it to me and I'll be able to figure it out because a lot of people think I'm a doctor, but I only play one on television.
Cursive is the future.
Yes. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yep.
No, it's not. I learned how to, I print in radio. They teach you to print.
Just like how you're never going to have a calculator on you all the time.
Oh, well, you kind of do now, though.
Now you do.
Yeah. It's like a watch. All right. Okay, hold on.
This is for $5,000.
$5,000. How much? Okay, let's see what you got.
Brandon Thorvaldson.
Shut up! Of course.
Rigged.
I'll be with him tonight if he makes it to the party. Congratulations, all of you. William Kringstad, John Sensky, Brandon Thorvaldson. Between the 3 of you, you're bringing home $8,000. And again, folks, all this money raised on these tickets, it goes right back into the Forks Karting Association Speedway. And you know, Stephen, it's like beating a dead horse. Donnie Schatz had told me flat out the one year, Forks Karting Association, if you want to build a dirt go-kart track, you've got to look at Forks Karting Association because, hands down, it is the best dirt kart track in the country, according to Donnie Schatz. And it's things like this that make that happen.
Well, so I found an old Herald article, and I want to say it was 90 or 91, and someone had donated the land for the Amaretto track, and the Amaretto track was fine, but it came time to... However, they acquired that corner of the fairgrounds.
Yep.
And every year it's been constant improvements, and it has really gone in an uptick from about 17 or 18 in the last decade. It has gone from, it's a go-kart track to, you could run national events here. It's an amazing facility.
For years I would talk to people that aren't into the racing world like we are and say, we have a go-kart track here? And right away they think of the fun little playland, carts, and thinking, and I go, no, this is the real thing. There's adults here, there's kids here, they go right from a go-kart to a sprint car. That's just the way they are. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better. And now people are like, oh, yeah, the cart right out by and now people know all about it. Yep. So we neither one of us has said it yet today, have we?
Yeah. And I don't plan on it.
Corey Litton, not as shaky as your hands are, Stephen. If you played Operation, it would sound like an old telegraph operation. You hit my funny bone. Remember that?
I saw a buddy of mine shared a meme the other day, and he's one of the big meme guys on there. He shared Operation, and he goes, do you ever notice that the guy's eyes are open?
Oh, yeah.
It never did before.
Wow.
Like they didn't put him under. Anyway.
It's funny because we were talking about fingers, and I was talking with Robin next door, and I had an operation on my finger a few years back, and when I went back for the follow-up 10 days later, whatever, to have the stitches out and talk to the surgeon, he's like, oh, so you work here and you know him and you know all that. And I'm like, how the hell do you know all this? Apparently, I was awake during the entire surgery, and he was talking to me the whole time. It's like, wow, I didn't know that.
Here, put it on me again real quick. I don't know what to do with my hands. There we go.
Armpits and smell. There you go. Dale, do you have a list of sponsors and people you guys want to give a shout out to Forks Karting Association?
Yeah, I do. I do have one more bonus photo.
Okay,
I just came across it here. So real quick here, if you want to, guys, care to narrate here?
Oh, boy. What do we got going on here?
That was.
Someone else want to tell it?
I was in a heat race. Everyone just kind of got shuffled up, and I kind of just got shoved into her, and it kind of just
Mean
went
bean.
over the-
That's where I got crossed up. Her cart was blue. Yours wasn't. Okay.
So I can actually go back. She was starting front row inside. He was third row inside when this happened. And yeah, it was literally right on the start. And if you zoom in, you can actually see his eyes are closed and his hands are, he just, he knew it wasn't going to be good.
Then look at Kenna trying this.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
get off of me.
She, it was,
glad that wasn't
Yes.
yeah, it was pretty good of her because he was pretty shook up after that happened. And we went over and he talked to her, and she basically said, she goes, "It's fine, I'm fine, it's good. You go ahead and you keep racing the day." I don't think she raced the rest of that day, but
Yeah.
she wanted to see him continue to race, and he really wasn't in it until she kind of gave that encouragement for him to get back out there, because it shook them both up.
And you can see, Kaylee just said, if you see that picture up close, his face showed how terrified
Yeah.
he was. He came over to our pit and was so apologetic. Shit happens. She was okay. That's good to hear. Wow. Crazy. All right. I know Forks Karting Association now been a part of Dirty Thursday for a while now. And, we all have sponsors, and so do they. And, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen without them. They wouldn't be able to put on that weekly program like they do that kicks butt as it does.
Yeah, here's just some of the many sponsors here. It's a little slideshow, but yeah, we'll just take this moment here. Just can't go through them all individually. There's just so many, but you see
Take
the
a peek.
logos here. You see these are just all the sponsors here that help Forks Karting Association. Kenny does a tremendous job, just helping out, reaching out to all these businesses in town here to help make all the improvements and the maintenance and the upkeep.
These are businesses you people should be visiting.
So yeah, I want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors, and also a big shout out to all the crew workers of Forks Karting Association as well. All the infield workers, the track prep crew, all the people at the ticket stands, everyone working at the entire track there. They do a big job every week, and also a big shout out to all the drivers, their families, and their crew for just sacrificing their time and efforts each and every week for just the love of motorsport.
Nice. And sponsors, we all know in the racing world, are very, very important. Wow.
That's all there.
All right. Thank you, Dale, the producer. Man, another great job. Guy always makes us look good. $8,500 went out today. Wow, isn't that something? Congratulations again, William Kringstead, John Sensky, and Brandon Thorbalson. I'm going to see Brandon tonight. I'm going to make him buy me a beer. Hopefully, I'm going to see him.
As one should.
Yeah.
So should probably buy a round, to be
He
honest.
should.
I was going to say just one.
Yeah, now here's the thing. It's so funny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the weekend Johnny Gibson's was announcing she went back out for the 4-wide salute. So I haul beets for Ag Mac Farms, which is Todd Mack, Casey Mack, and Kale Mack. And gee, guess who works there during the beet harvest? We've got Doogie, we've got Rugi, we've got Mashesky, we've got me, we've got Thorbalson, we got all these guys that hang around and work at the racetrack and the go-kart track. It's crazy. I absolutely love driving for these guys, and it's fun. It's like we don't even hardly talk racing anymore, but if any of you guys get a chance, I really want to get Todd. I really want to get Casey. I want to get all three Mac guys on. The only Mac that's ever been on the show was one I never thought in a million years would come, and that was Donnie. And I wish I could have had him on numerous times.
One of the best shows.
Oh, one of the best shows forever.
Ever.
Guy should have wrote a freaking book.
Nixon and $5 wheat.
Yeah. I better. There we go.
Tried to get that IndyCar. We couldn't do it. Nixon and $5 weed. It didn't happen.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Wow, wouldn't that have been crazy? All right. Is there anything more we need to talk about that you guys can think of? Did we miss anything, Big Kenny J, or is everything looking good? Okay.
I think we're going to bring up some of the upcoming improvements for next season. I think you had some list there, John.
Well, I know I mentioned it. Let's see. The new fence is in now. They're going to have the new safety lights coming, like your caution lights and all that kind of stuff. It's getting to look, and somebody even said here, looks like a mini mill bridge. They are making this track as nice, if not nicer, than some of the big tracks that the big cars run on, you know?
I forgot off the top of my head, Millbridge. That is a good way to put it. Also, English Creek at Knoxville,
Sure.
probably. But I would put us top 5 in the country for sure.
Okay, how about
The way things are going.
How about Dale? Any people you can think of that need a shout out? I know you're not going to be able to remember them all, but some of the guys that are there every Wednesday night helping out, besides Kenny.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's a big race family there, and I cannot he was one of the big winners here, but Brand Thorvaldsen and Adam Thorvaldsen, I mean not only do they they're fellow drivers, or I mean they're drivers. I'm not a driver, but the track prep they do each and every week, and they're a lot of the weeks they're there well after the races, they're honing in that track and making it all good to go each and every week. So big shout outs to them. And then also, Brady also does a ton of work, obviously. And so many more people. I can't not shout out the families of the drivers enough. They're all the people that do the, name the 50-50 person, Kenny, I forget off the top of my head. It's doing the 50-50 all season long. Mixing rotation.
Somebody different? Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, but those are just some of the ones off the top of my head. I know I'm missing a few. Everyone dealing with everyone there in the at the entranceway booth. So many of the workers there. James, Craig, not to put you guys on the spot, but any unsung heroes there you want to give some shout outs to for crew workers or field workers or anybody?
I don't know any of them. Well, I know a few of them, but
I've got a couple on the top of my head.
okay.
I got a couple off the top of my head, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Or if you want to go. Or...
You go first.
Okay. Kevin Embry's been out there for quite a few years. He does a lot of things. One that stood out to me this year that I noticed, I didn't realize Justin Lundeen was the tech guy. He does a great job there, having to do top 3 in teardowns, and he's usually there past midnight on a weeknight. And then Jeremy and his son in the scoring and flagging, they do a fantastic job up there. And yeah, just a few of those folks that you'd never know what they do, or maybe even notice them when you're out there watching. But yeah, it takes a village, and everyone does a great job.
Nice. Your turn, dude. Let's thank your sponsors.
Thanks. I think my grandpa with Lauren's Appliance and Air Conditioning, Nygaard Bolt & Supply, Nordic, Evil Iron Classics, Midgarden Potato Company.
Okay. I'm looking at that. Go ahead. Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, and same sponsors, or you want to throw in yours too?
Well, for me, it's just like I say, I'm racing a lot of seconds, but not so much sponsors, but just people that have been highly influential into kind of getting my interest in the kart racing going. I'm kind of going back here a few years. Brandon Thorvaldsen was definitely one of them, but we got a couple of guys that have been big into helping our kart association grow from many years ago. Wayne Blasky, he took care of a lot of track prep with Brandon early on. When I first started, I asked him a lot of questions. I actually used to spend a lot of Friday nights with him at the big track. Unfortunately, he's passed on. He was definitely a big influence. And Ron Thompson from the Gateway Sports, that was many years ago, but I can remember in the 90s, early 90s when he was selling stuff when they were still racing in Amaretto, and they were even running around racing city streets in different towns.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I mean, it's them people that, touch your life in the past that help create what the future is going to be, and try to kind of hope to be that person to others that are coming up through the sport right now. anytime I've been asked questions, I try to be open with them, try to answer a lot of questions, get them pointing in the right direction. And that's just from learning from those that have been here before me.
You're a good dude, man. That's exactly what we want to hear. And by the way, it wasn't John Sensky, it was Jody Sensky that won the $2,500, I think. Corey Litton, I didn't get a chance to make it up this year, but I've been coming to Forks Karting Association for 10, 15 years. They do a heck of a job. Racing is healthy in the Forks area because of the development of the kids at that track. Everyone involved deserves appreciation and a round of applause, and we will do that. This time, I want to thank Dale, the producer, who, again, has so much involvement with Forks Karting Association. And, again, I'm sporting my hat. Of course, Stephen Lewis, the bomb, always, is my co-host. Big Kenny J is here, and with all the tickets and everything. And, of course, I want to thank James and Craig MacHart for being here. You guys, I'm looking forward. It's hard for me to go because I fish league on Wednesdays. But I'm going to make it. I will make it. I usually try to make it at least once, twice, 3 times a year. But I'm looking forward to watching you guys. And it's always more fun when you get to meet them and know them a little bit more face-to-face instead of just being a number and a helmet. That makes a big difference. Any parting words for you?
No, it's a lot of fun being back out there. I met a lot of people out there that I wouldn't have known otherwise. Just hanging around, and honestly, on a Wednesday night, I don't. The first week I'll be doing driver cards, so I won't be able to get out there. But once things kind of round into place, I'll make it now a weekly thing. And
okay, personal question for you, my man. Back in your heyday when you were crazy busy, when you got a little burnt out there, would you have gone and watched kart racing on a Wednesday night during that time of your life or not? Because now when you step back a little bit and things are more at your calling, it seems like you are opening yourself up to a little bit more of this stuff because there's no pressure.
Back when things were crazy busy, unfortunately, that's when Ryan came calling. I was in Florida when I got the call. And I don't know if they just got new scoring equipment or what the situation was, but I took it on for 2 years, and the burnout factor just kind of didn't work out. And after 17 and 18, it was just one of those nights that, unfortunately, as much as I would like to keep going to the races 5 and 6 times a night, something's got to get cut somewhere. So now where things are more manageable, it's nice to be able to go out there and just buy a pit pass and mill around and,
I hear you, man.
Just have a good time.
Love it. You guys, I want to thank you for coming in. Nice talking to you. Everybody out there, have a great Thanksgiving, because there will not be Dirty Thursday next week because it is Thanksgiving. We're going to take a couple of days off. But I will tell you, coming up the week after, we will have a Snurdy Thursday show coming up. We've got the big racing coming up at Pine Lake. I'm going to be up there for 3 days calling those races. Hopefully we get some ice by then because we're running out of time. But so we won't be back next Thursday.
I think we're supposed to dive bomb this weekend.
Thanksgiving Day is supposed to start.
Yes.
So hopefully it'll get there.
Yep.
All right. Again, I want to thank everybody for showing up here tonight or today and coming in on the show. Thanks to Kenny and everybody at Forks Karting Association. Of course, our guests today, and of course, Dale and Stephen Lewis. Our show today, by the way, brought to you by Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. Oh, one more thing. Do we have Brew Brothers tonight? Do you know?
New Brew Brothers tonight.
Okay.
New Brew Brothers podcast is on tonight. And one more last shout out, the go-kart FKA photographer Bobby Duso. Look up all
I
his
forgot to give Bobby a
photography
shout
on
out.
Facebook at Duso Photography.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Rumors Sports Bar and Casino, been a sponsor of Dirty Thursday from the beginning. Man, I love that place. In fact, the pounders we're drinking came from Rumors, by the way. Wall-to-wall TVs. You can catch a bus to your favorite UND sporting event. You can favorite concerts. You can jump on the bus. Otherwise, if you want to just stay and watch the Minnesota Wild and the Winnipeg Jets on
Sunday afternoon.
Wow, it'd be a
if you
great
want to go
place.
watch the Winnipeg Jets beat all of your Minnesota Wild.
How about if I
go
just
ahead
turn
and
your
do
mic
that
down?
there. You like having me help. It's fine.
Go watch it. Home of the world famous beer tower. They got awesome food, sandwich and a side for just $7 today. They've got all kinds of good food. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. They are open 7 days a week. 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. How about that? Brew Brothers is on tonight at 9 of the brand new episode. Have a great remainder of your day. We'll see how the beat party goes tonight, but hopefully I'll be back tomorrow morning. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us on your favorite app. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. It dings every time. You'll never miss a Dirty Thursday show. We love the Forks. Man, GFBS giving the Forks their identity back again.